personal data stored on the app, which has more than 1 billion users worldwide. It's so dangerous, the commissioner of the FCC is calling for TikTok to be banned in the United States. Why should we believe that spying is limited to the UK? Right? Joining me now, Fox News contributor, former Secretary of State, dealt extensively with China, Mike Pompeo. They don't like you much. Do you believe that we should get rid of TikTok, Mr. Secretary?
100%. And if the government won't do it, parents should. We've been talking about this for a long time, Brian. I think now 3.5 years ago. This is a powerful tool with deeply embedded AI, and it is an element of the Chinese security apparatus. So think about your kids' facial recognition features, who their friends are, everybody they're talking to. This information is all available to the Chinese Communist Party. The FTC chair has it right. The Trump administration had it right, although we didn't get it done. We need to prevent this tool and all the others like it from impacting American security.
But yet I see our former president sitting on the floor talking to a TikTok star trying to get votes for his party, meaning President Obama. Is he naive?
Yeah, naive and maybe even more so reckless in terms of promoting the use of that tool that he knows the very users, the very people, Brian, that he's trying to reach are the people that are most vulnerable to attack from the Chinese Communist Party. It's a mistake. The current president's done it too. They've brought TikTok influencers into the White House to work on all kinds of things that they thought were cool and hip and special. They've put the American people at risk by doing that.
Right. Let's talk about something else that's right up your alley, and that's America's enemies. It seems they're combining against us and standing up and daring us to do something. Of course, talking about the missiles, the rockets being shot up by the North Koreans over Japan. Of course, talking about the rockets and missiles being sold to Russia and Iran, selling kamikaze drones to Russia while putting their experts in place in the battlefield in Crimea. Why are they doing this? Why are America's enemy feel emboldened?
American weakness. Plain and simple, Brian. You know it. The world sees it. Americans see it. Leaders all across the country, across the world. Indeed, even our friends can see it. They're beginning to do, Brian, exactly what they would do, right? They'll hedge. If America is not going to be strong, capable, bold, then we're going to go make friends with the Chinese, the Russians. We're going to reestablish an embassy in Tehran. We'll talk to Nicolas Maduro. All of the things that for 4 years didn't happen. We never had, Brian, we never had 24 missiles fired in less than 24 hours from the North Koreans. Indeed, just the opposite. This is a sign that America has lost its place on the global stage because we have a president whose credibility, the respect for America has wandered off as a result of weakness from the administration. And it began in the campaign and then continued with the loss of 13 American lives in Afghanistan.
Mr. Secretary, we have interdicted North Korean ships before who are violating sanctions. Why are we, if we spot these rockets going over, why don't we stop it?
We did. We interdicted North Korean ships many times during the 4 years that I was the CI director and Secretary of State. Coal shipments, energy shipments, things that were sanctioned. We know precisely how to do this. We know precisely how to find them. It's imperfect, but it is a science. One can put resources on it. And these folks, Brian, they just haven't done it, right? They are fearful that they're going to provoke an adversary when, in fact, Reagan had it right. We had it right. It is strength that deters. It is weakness that begins risk for the American people.
Mr. Secretary, I look forward to your book in January and seeing your decision about
Brian,
2024. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here